what a disappointment. Okay, so here's the deal. I jollied outside of my studio, queued up in the rain. No, I didn't take a coat because it's been a long time basically since I've gone to a concert. The last one, which I sadly didn't document properly, was Alter Bridge and Shinedown. How rock and roll do I feel right now? Which was amazing. 3 years ago, O2 Arena in London. Amazing, fabulous. I felt at home with my rock and roll friends. Very cozy. Went with my good friend Lindsay, and it was a hoot. Embarrassingly, I haven't seen a band in a very, very long time. So let's fast forward quickly. 3 years or so. Yeah, lockdown. Blah, blah, blah. And I was asked by my mummy if I wanted to go and see Kiefer. I struggle. I want to say Kiefer because it's just, I think it's a coachy type thing. Kiefer Sutherland, major Hollywood actor, doing his music shizzle now. So she was like, oh, it's, I don't know if it's your kind of music. I was like, well, I pretty much love all music. And then I listened to his music. I was like, yep, straight away. It was like country rock, whatever. Oh, do you like that? I was like, well, yeah, I do. The night came, queuing in the rain for a while. Yeah, you know, trying to make friends in the queue, a little bit here, a little bit there. But almost trying to just accept in these moments where you're just like, you really just want to moan hard. But remembering, like, you know, life is still really good. But anyway, hour goes by. I swear it was an hour. It felt like 45 hours. But in we go. You know, I like to be at the front, stroke on the stage. But I like to get a good view, you know. I like to see what I'm looking at and all the visuals. And otherwise I struggle. I did see Beyonce in concert once. You know, you kind of like, huh? And then you end up looking at the big screens. I was like, okay. Like I want to be there. I want to be involved. Yes, I am demanding. Get in, a little bit of his security. She's like, can I pat you down? I went, there's too many things to say with that. So I just had to move on quickly. And then me and my mother scuttled at the front. We were like very eager beavers. We were, you know, there was none of the balcony shizzle going on here. This is like full thrust. Are you ready to headbang, mum? Are you ready to go in the mosh pit? And she's nodding, you know, I've taught her well. And then we wait, you know, like whatever, 20 minutes. And so a band comes on called Fine Lines. I was like, okay, these are cool, you know, country, rocky, ballady, vibrato-y, shizzly ship stuff going on there. So I was like, okay, they were cool because they had like a violinist. They had, you know, loads of different cool instrumentation going on there, so that was nice. One of the lead singers, she was like, are you ready for Kiefer Sutherland? She didn't sound like that because I think she was from up north, so she was like, you ready? And we're like, yes. And then like 2 minutes from then he comes out on stage. Cue the video.
And I don't think that it is fair to the band, the venue, and to you to go on with the performance tonight, and I am so sorry. I know some of you have come from so far away, and I don't know what else to say except that I am so sorry. Please hold on to your tickets. Hopefully we will make this date up really quickly, and I'm so sorry. I know that, and I am absolutely gutted. I'm so sorry. This is so generous. Thank you very much.
So when I watched that, well, it took me a while. Penny dropped. I was like, oh, is he doing stand up? Because it's like, we get it. We like to have different talents to our bow. But then it wasn't, because I don't think it was that funny what he was saying. It was quite morbid actually, and it just, you know. So I was recording it, and then I was just like, throughout, I was like, okay. It's fine. Because it's hard, because part of you is like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, like like towards the end you can hear he's like, oh, you know, like that kind of quivery thing, whether that was like because he was feeling ill or emotional or both. So I was like, don't know, it must be an awful thing to cancel Adele and to leave your fans kind of like, oh, I'm a fan now, by the way. You know, if you go and see someone, you're a fan, right? And I just, it's really hard because I'm a really positive person, but then sometimes I'm like, we don't care, get back on stage, get back. Just me? Okay. I thought I'd like try and get everyone to, you know, join me on that chant. We don't care, get back on stage, we don't care. Didn't happen because you can clearly see it was like on and off. I was like, well, thank you for coming out. Pictures, videos. And that was it. And then it was a case of, I said to the people, I didn't like tap on them, but I was like, hey guys, how are you feeling? I felt like I was in interview mode. And the guy was like, I think he was with his mum, and he was like, yeah, you know, it's not great. I was like, yeah. And then the mum was like, oh, well, like really chirpy. And I was like, yeah. But I do wish the whole band, like I've got a feeling they've all got it now. And even like the band prior coming on have probably all got COVID. Did that 2020. As you probably know, those who followed me. So good. So I wish them well, and I'm sorry I didn't get to see Kiefer Sutherland. I was hoping actually to meet his dad, Donald Sutherland, because my obsession with voices goes to, as you know, accents and all sorts. And just to hear his voice, I would have, oh, Donald. It would have just been epic, and I would have been shook. I don't think he was with his dad at the time. And then I feel bad because he would have got COVID and then the whole line, and kind of just carries on, doesn't it? Me, yes, a major disappointment. Like I felt so bad. I was like, Mum, just pick something from the merchandise stall. Oh, shall I give you some money towards? Oh, no, just, do you want a CD? Yeah, okay. Can I have 2 CDs? And the guy was like, sure. Like, I said, well, you got to support musicians. CDs. I still have CD player in my car, by the way. I don't think I have anything of that caliber in my home. But I do like listening to all sorts of music in the car. So, you know, it's already been on. I'm on the 4th song. But I will be there next time, hopefully, yes. I don't know when that's going to be. I know my mother did panic. What's going on? What about the tickets? But I'm a bit like, phone up, not management, but you know, like it will be sorted, it will be fine. And then we were kind of like hanging around. It was like, and then she saw this guy to the right of us, and she was like, I think she touched his back. And I was like, Mum, you can't. But it's because he had like, you know, when the tour dates, and I swear she was like, tickle, tickle. No. He was like turning around. Yes. I don't know. He wasn't American. He's English. But. And then she's like, oh, he's got like 2 tour dates left. And I was like, well, he probably doesn't now, because I would be, don't think he's going to be there like the next day. So then I later found out everyone ran to this bar. I was like, well, I'm going home in my pajamas now, looking like a drowned rat, but that's fine. Or drowned cat. Ooh. I don't like that idea. There you go. I wanted to share with you my disappointment, but do get well and stay festive. Keep singing. Who are you seeing in concert / gig? Who do you recommend I see? Please comment down below. Anyway, lots of love to you guys. Thanks for listening to me waffle on. But I was so up for it. I was already rhythmically moving myself. Like, and that's another thing. I don't know if it's an English thing, but we're very much like, we will move to the music when the emotion arises. It's not there yet. Give me time, you know. But I'm like, I find it like, it's what you probably know, like it's hard not to move when the music is infused in your soul. I mean, yeah. So I did speak to the violinist of the former band that played, and then I was going to just say like, oh, I did say you play amazing and you guys were amazing. And then I said, I don't know, then I was kind of just staring because I was enthralled with the northern accent, you know, which is always nice to hear. I think they're from Cheshire. Okay, I'm gonna go. Lots of love, you guys. I've got some reacts coming. Hopefully they won't be like blocked, but if they are, like, I'm doing my best. More music coming out. Go to Rebecca Ray Music on Spotify. Do it now, bossy. And I will see you soon. Oh, by the way, if you ever want to learn the alphabet, if you still want to learn, or you got kids and they need to learn, then just use this anytime. Just pause and be like, oh, okay, there's an E, V. It's not in the right order, but that could be a game you could play. You're amazing. Thank you for listening to me. I miss you guys. Oh God, don't get emotional. I love you. Don't stop singing.